I've been fishing since 4 o'clock this morning. I hope I have enough fresh catch for today's show. When we say fresh, we mean live, swimming, and moving. Come on, big fellow, moves. You're on national television. I'm going to get ready, remove my fishing gear, and get into my cooking gear so we can start to cook. Now, the cook is in. I'm going to show you how to do a fish cake, which you don't even need an oven to make this. I call this sesame fish cake. You can call it an empress fish cake. It's fit for a king as well as a queen. All we have is some fish here, whitefish, any whitefish. You can use cod, you can use red snapper, sea bass, or even sturgeon, okay? We'll cut this up into little chunks like this. We're going to cut into small pieces. I'm going to put in a little food processor. We're going to process. Cut it up, 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 cut it up. If you have time, you can actually mince the fish like this. You can do it like this. But since we have this, we just use this to do it, okay? We put the fish right here. And also we put a tiny bit of water chestnut, about 1/4 cup of water chestnut. This is too big, so you have to slice this first. Set it aside, put it here. Cut it up, set it aside, put it here. Now this particular knife is rated PG. Parental guidance needed before you use this. Anybody under the age of 14, don't touch. Set it aside, put it right here. And then we can put the water chestnut, and we also put a tiny bit of cilantro, about 1 teaspoon of cilantro, put it right in here. And also, you can put a tiny bit of cornstarch, white pepper, and a tiny bit of salt. And also, put a tiny bit of egg white, 1 egg white, okay? Give this nice texture and consistency. Also, we're going to put a tiny bit of green onion. I'm going to slice the green onion, and then put them all together, and you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. When you do it, you should count it. So make sure you keep up with yourself. Put it right over here, and also give some color contrast. We're going to put a tiny bit of this red bell pepper. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This also will give a nice texture, sweetness, flavor. And not only that, it gives nice, vibrant red color. Put all of these, put it right here. And we are going to grind this up. And we're going to make fish cake. And as simple as that, there's our button, puree, done. Fish, a lot of people say, is brain food. Eat more fish, increase your IQ 125 points. A lot of good protein, low in fat. Look at this, when it's done, you're going to make sure, we're going to show you how easy it is. We're going to make a little cake. We'll take this out. I have some breadcrumb. This is the Japanese breadcrumb called panko. And there's some toast sesame seed. I mixed them all up. We're going to make a little fish cake. Okay? Depends on how many people you have. Put a fish cake right here. Put it in. Make it into a nice round fish cake. Set it aside. Okay? If you want, you can make another one. I'm going to put one right over here. This one, we'll put it right over here. Move. Look at this nice fish cake right here. Make another one, okay? This way, you can form a nice round cake around here, and you can pan fry it, as I said. If you want, you can actually put an oven, but this one particular cake, we don't need an oven this time. One small, one big. This is for the diet conscious. When this is done, I'm going to clean up my finger, okay? And then in the meantime, we are going to cook. Here, I have a frying pan. And I put some oil right here. Okay, look at this. Put it right here. Have fun, make some music. Can you imagine how boring this is? And then when it's done, put the fish cake right here. Look at this. Put the fish cake right here. Turn it up to high, so this way you can do it. In the meantime, I want to show you how easy it is to garnish this. Always clean up. Some shredded dry seaweed. Some red pepper. First of all, you julienne your red pepper. Julienne pepper, julienne more pepper. Okay, look at this. Make sure everybody can see. Take a break. Make sure to put them all together. When this is done, you line them all up like this. Look at this. Sprinkle a tiny bit of this seaweed because it gives symbolic. Look at this. Okay, this is how wonderful, colorful this is. And then, not only that, you can make a little garnishing. In the meantime, let's turn this fish cake upside down. Look at how beautiful. Look at this. Upside down. Can everybody see this? See how wonderful. Nice and golden brown. And then you can even use this, a tiny piece of cucumber to make a garnish. Everybody look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then, everybody look. Everybody look. Everybody see that? Every other one, you tuck it in. Every other one, tuck it in. Once again, every other one, tuck it in. Every other one, tuck it in. When it's done, your fish cake is done, all you have to do is push right here, and then you can serve these. Absolutely terrific, wonderful looking, delicious sesame fish cake. The fish cake is not only lovely, fit for the king and the queen, it's fit for my consumption. I love it. I caught one this big. I went fishing, of course. No, really. This is one fish that didn't get away. This is a big sturgeon, prehistoric fish. Nowadays, you can actually find in the market. Some of these are anywhere from 10 pounds, some of those as big as 2,000 to 4,000 pounds. Here, I have striped bass. Nice and firm. The eye is nice and translucent, clear. This is how you can tell where the fish is fresh. Besides, you can smell it. Fresh. And then this is carp. Look at this. And then we have catfish. All of these are getting very popular. You can fillet them, you can fry them, you can do everything. Pompano. See that little one? And also this nice red snapper. Sometimes you can also have cod. All of these fish, the most important thing is always remember, has to be bouncy, elastic. If you push it in, it stays there like a golf ball hole. The fish has been in the store for 3 months. So make sure it's nice and fresh. And of course, I'm going to invite this one, trout, popular fish, to dinner tonight. And I'm going to come over here and do the fish. This is a trout, a rainbow trout. I'm going to do a fish called stuffed steamed trout. You can use any fish, but this is the one that I can find in the market, and it's just big enough for one person and for two people. So it's wonderful, very popular dish. First thing I want to do is scald it. I'm telling you the truth. This is one fish. I refuse to throw it back to the water. I'm going to do it the Chinese way. Return it to the water. I'm going to steam it. Score at an angle, about 45 degrees. See, that's 45, 45, 45, 45. And then we set aside and marinate this fish with some dry sherry, a tiny bit of salt, sprinkle a tiny bit of salt, and also use a tiny bit of white pepper. I do it on both sides, rub it around, inside out. You don't even have to look. You can feel it. And allow it to marinate for approximately half an hour to 2 hours. And then we are going to do something interesting. I'm going to show you. We're going to cut up some ham. 1, 2, 3, 5. This is Smithfield ham or Yunnan ham. Very, very flavorful. Cut it up into julienne pieces. And also some ginger. Line them all up like this. 1, 2, 3 pieces. And you go. I'm excited. They are excited. And you at home should be excited too. And then when we're all ready, and also use a tiny bit of green onion, cut into about 2-inch long. This is what you call parallel cut. Look. Put your knife parallel to your cutting board. Cut it in half. And then you line them up and you go 1, 2, 3, 4. This way you have pieces about this size. Look at this. See that? This way we'll use this to stuff our fish. Here, I have a fish right here. And I put it opposite side. Perfect match. And then I have 1 piece of ham. This will give flavor to our fish. 1 piece of green onion, 1 piece of ginger. Ginger, ham, green onion, ham, ginger. What should be the order? It doesn't make any difference. Put them all together. Put them all together, okay? Ginger, ham, and green onion. And then you are going to steam it. You got to stuff it nice and neat. Don't worry about it being too stuffy. And then we're going to steam this. We're going to put this right over here and steam this for approximately 7 to 8 minutes. You can even cook it in a microwave for about 7 to 8 minutes too. When it's done, you take it out. Oh, look at this. This is nice and ready. It's hot. So you use one of these gadgets so you can take it out. Look at this. Put it right over here. And then in the meantime, you can heat up a tiny bit of oil, make a little sauce. Put a tiny bit of oil, a tiny bit of sesame seed oil, and a tiny bit of soy sauce if you want. Okay, look at this, hot. And also a tiny bit of sugar. Just sprinkle a teeny tiny bit of sugar. And you put it right on top of the fish. Oh, can you hear the sizzling sound? It smells wonderful. And it looks good, it's sizzling. Everything is getting excited. When it's nice and ready, you move them around. And then, look at this. You put it right on top, right here. Look at this. This is how beautiful and delicious this is. Now, we're going to show you how to do another dish because I'm going to show you how to do a swordfish. Always come well prepared. If you're brave enough, forget about this. The next thing I want to show you is a very exciting dish, swordfish with miso mustard sauce. Here, I have 1 pound of swordfish. Now, everybody knows that when you cook this, you should just leave the salt out. Salt swallowing is best left for the circus. And then cut it up into pieces like this. And then you can marinate it with a tiny bit of sauce. In this particular sauce, I have 1/4 cup of chicken broth right here. And approximately 1/3 of a cup to 3 tablespoons of golden-like miso, and a tiny bit of hot mustard, Chinese hot mustard. This is a very interesting dish. I use the Japanese miso. Miso is made from fermented soybeans, salt, and cereal grains. And mix it up with the Chinese hot mustard. Little cultural experience. Cultural exchange can be very beneficial. Mix it up with a tiny bit of honey, 2 tablespoons of honey, and also some vinegar and sake, rice wine. Put them all in, mix it up. If you want to make it hotter, put a tiny bit of white pepper, sprinkle it in, and this, you have a wonderful sauce. When this is nice and ready, mix it up, mix it up, mix it up. Once again, stir this nice and smooth sauce. And then you put it over here. You can marinate this. Brush this sauce, miso mustard sauce, right over here, okay? Make sure. And then you are going to take it to the oven. You're going to broil this about 4 minutes on each side, okay? And as usual, we always cook twice as much because we always have a lot of people. So we will cook. When this is done, we'll show you how easy. Good exercise. And then transfer this. Oh, this is not the way to do it. But anyway, 1 piece, 2 pieces. Okay, look at this. Any leftover sauce, miso sauce, all you have to do is put it right on the bottom. And this is how beautiful swordfish. It's beautiful. Now, miso, as I said earlier, is made from beans, soybeans. And beans have a long history. Do you know that during the Ming Dynasty, 500 years ago, many people in China live on beans? There are many kinds of beans and peas used in Chinese and Asian cuisine, like this black-eyed peas, fava beans. We boil it and eat it, love it. And then the horseshoe split peas in soups, and the red beans in soups and in desserts and paste. The black beans we use in soups and also casseroles, and of course, salted black beans. Here's the mung beans for bean sprouts and desserts. And of course, we have these wonderful soybeans, which will make tofu, bean curd, and soy sauce. So, we have many kinds of beans, a great source of protein, calcium, vitamin, riboflavin, all kind of stuff. But don't forget, the most important, the most lively kind of beans of all, the human beings. Beans are a universal ingredient. Everybody has been using beans for thousands of years. So today, we're going to show you a dish we use different kind of beans too. Here, I have a very exciting fish here. This is a sturgeon that I caught. I fillet them. The great thing about sturgeon is it's got a very light, delicate flavor and taste. Not very heavy or rich, so it goes well with a lot of dishes. I'm going to cut it into pieces like this. Okay, fillet this. You can stir fry them, you can pan fry them, you can deep fry them, you can do fish stick. All is done, we'll beat up an egg. Okay, and then we will coat the fish. This is a Chinese cordless beater. Save electricity. And then you'll put it over here, let it cool. Let it cool, and then also right here, I have some cornstarch, salt, and also pepper. I mix them all up. We're going to dredge the fish with this, so the fish will be very tasty. In the meantime, I'm going to turn on my wok pan and put a tiny bit of oil there so we can pan fry this with a tiny bit of garlic and ginger. Look at this. Dredge these, dredge these, dredge these, dredge these. And then you can coat this Look at this, big pieces. Now, of course, this is good if you serve 1 or 2 people. So each person can have 1 or 2 pieces. If you are serving a lot of people, you can cut it into smaller pieces, bite-sized pieces, okay? It doesn't really make any difference. Or you can do the whole thing. If you do it in the privacy of your kitchen, you're the boss. Nobody can tell you what to do. Is it true at home? Gloria, you pay attention? I'm talking to Gloria at home. Gloria is my cousin. When this is nice and ready, oh, we got to clean this up. This is really very clean. When this is done, we're going to get ready a tiny, tiny bit of garlic. Oh, wake up. This is how. This dish is going to be a smashing success. Garlic, a tiny bit of ginger, okay? More garlic and more ginger. More garlic and more ginger. And then we're going to pan fry this fish already dredged. And then we'll put it right over here. We'll put it right over here. And use medium-high heat. Look at this. In the meantime, you're going to make a little spicy Szechuan sauce, okay? All I have, make sure to clean it up. In this bowl, we have all of these ingredients. Chicken broth. 2/3 of a cup of chicken broth. Might as well. A tiny bit of vinegar. Dry sherry. Chili oil and sesame seed oil and chili paste. Okay? Mix this up. Put them all together. Also put a tiny bit of sugar because you have vinegar. And also Szechuan peppercorn. Okay? About 1/2 teaspoon. And mix it up with a tiny bit of cornstarch so you can use it to thicken the dish. Look at this. Make sure the cornstarch is enough so you will thicken the dish. When it's nice and ready, you pull this in because I want to turn this so it's nice and cook on each side. Ooh. When this is done, it will look delicious. Look at this. Let it braise for a few seconds. Nice and hot, okay? In the meantime, you get ready a tiny bit of this garnished plate, beautifully garnished. When this is done, all you have to do is take it out, and I want to show you, this dish is very, very easy to do. Let it braise for a few seconds. Now, there's another few sauces made from beans. Everybody can take a look. I have black bean sauce, brown bean sauce, chili bean sauce, hot chili bean, sweet bean sauce. All of these are made from beans. When this is done, you shut it off and put it right over here. 1 piece, 2 pieces, and 3 pieces. Extra sauce, put it right here. This is how marvelous it looks. Today, we have cooked up all the first catch. And I heard the fish are biting right now. So it is time to go fishing again. If Yan can cook, so can you.